Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Good morning, and welcome into another episode of Good Morning Huntsville. As always, I'm Rob Hipp. I don't know who else I'd be, Josh. I thought about that right when I said I'm Rob Hipp, and I guess I'm always going to be Rob Hipp, which is okay. I am a child of the Most High God, so I'll start with that this morning. A little positive news to get us rocking and rolling here today. We do want to welcome all of you. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is 7:52 on this Thankful Thursday. And again, so happy to be here. Do us a favor. Let us know you're out there. You can text us at 936-220-HOPE. That's 936-220-4673. We'd love to hear from you this morning, and that is our new line. So if you have not saved that number yet, you can save it in your phone, 936-220-4673. And I want to encourage you, too. Maybe during the show, you're in the middle of thinking about something and you want to call in. Maybe you need a prayer. I've never tossed this up before, but now that we have the phone line, maybe there's something going on and you just like for folks to pray for you. Hey, call in. You're always more than welcome to call in to the show. Or maybe you just want to call in and you have a birthday shout out, or you just want to say hello to somebody. We love the interaction. This show is for you. And friends, I want to encourage you, even if you're not in Huntsville, we have people that literally listen all around the world. You can call us as well and just let us know that you're out there. You can always text us, but we love hearing from you each and every day. We are moving right along here as we continue this show, and I want to thank our underwriters as always. We couldn't do it without the generous underwriting support of many folks here on Spirit 94.3. That includes Elliott's Jewelers, by appointment only, online at elliotsjewelers.com. Also, Huntsville Memorial Hospital, their website, huntsvillememorial.com. And here on this Thankful Thursday, First Baptist Church, a harbor of hope. Know, follow, and share Jesus. The website is fbchuntsville.org. Here in the studio this morning, our friend Josh Mashi behind the dials. Josh, good morning, man. Happy Thursday. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you, Rob?
I am doing good. Just running a little bit behind this morning. Wednesdays are always so much fun here with Wednesday Night Live. But I had the little ones, and Bridget was working a little late last night, and luckily she's not working today. So I was going to take the children to school, but I just needed some. I'll be honest, I don't have any excuse this morning. It's a very rare morning that I'm late with no excuse. I was late because honestly, I'm just exhausted, and I needed some extra rest this morning. Like the last two nights, yesterday I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep. And then the night before that, I had about 5 hours of sleep. And so, 9.5 hours of sleep in 2 days isn't enough. And my body was tired. And I woke up this morning earlier than I normally do. I got up at 4. And for a brief moment, I thought that I said, okay, I'm going to get this day started really early today. Don't have to take the kids. I'm just going to get started, get up here early. And then my body was just like, no, go back to sleep. And because I needed it, we have an extremely busy
Wednesday night.
Yeah. It was weird. I just started hearing myself, but I realized it's my glasses and I was trying to share our link. I just have a very, very busy weekend. And this whole week is now, this week has been the gas pedal. It's been one of those weeks where you're at the floorboard, and for me, we have a lot going on. Josh, you've got a lot going on with school and everything else. I'll ask you about that here in a moment. I have a lot going on. Friday, tomorrow is our first New Waverly broadcast of the season, and I'm still going to cover New Waverly, but I'm blessed with the opportunity to work with the folks at Stephen F. Austin this year, and I'll be helping Chase Merrill, their play-by-play guy, sliding into the analyst role now. Haven't had a chance to do that in a long time. and have never done it at the collegiate level. And I'm thankful to the folks at SFA for offering me that. I've been praying for 3 years, Lord, if there's not, he hasn't told me no. Yeah, I haven't received any type of no, you're never going to do that again. What I did receive years ago and why I got out of broadcasting was the Lord told me that I've given you everything you've ever wanted. Now you better start putting me first. And I know the last 3-4 years have been really just a testing phase, and I have strived to keep the Lord first, and he has reopened that door for me to still pursue some passion in sports broadcasting. But it's more, Josh, for me, it's not about broadcasting anymore. It's the mission. And I'm so thankful I get to work with a tremendous young man, I believe a rising star in the industry, who's going to go very far in this industry. His attitude, the way he delivers games with play-by-play, very articulate, but also just down to earth. And maybe that's a little discussion this morning, Josh. We just need people to be a little more down to earth. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Don't change your voice. I don't mean physical. I'm not talking about altering your main voice. I'm talking about just changing who you are to appease to somebody. This Wednesday night, it was great to start out our new fall semester here at First Baptist Church. And the theme last night was "You're Made to Know God." And think about that for a moment. There's 8 billion people on this earth. 8 billion of us. When I was born, there were 6 billion. There's been 2 more added to the global scale since I was born. But 8 billion people here on the earth. Every single one of us is unique. Now, I understand there's twins and triplets and octuplets in some cases, or a lot of them look the same. But not one person's brain is exactly the same. Not one person's DNA, although in a few rare cases, are the same. We are all made uniquely in God's own image. There's nothing else on this earth that is made in God's image except us as humans, as people. And I'd love for that to resonate with somebody this morning as some encouragement to know that you are unique. And you may be thinking this morning, I have no value. Maybe you're depressed. You're in the lowest spot of your life that you've ever been. I'd love for this word to reach somebody this morning, to you who are listening, that is telling yourself this morning, I've got nothing left. I just don't know why I'm here. I want to tell you, you're here because God made you to be here, and he made you here to love him. And there's nothing that you could have done in your past. Maybe you did something 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. Maybe you're going to do something a little later today that you don't know yet. I just want to tell you right now that the Lord loves you, and he wants you to be in a relationship with him. Josh, as we kicked off Wednesday Night Life last night, it's such a great program here at First. What was your takeaway? You get to work with the 6th graders and teach them, but I just wanted to ask you what stood out to you last night. It was a great way to start this new fall semester here at First Baptist.
Yeah. One of the things I was looking forward to when I was preparing for teaching 6th graders, I was really looking forward to working with this one kid who gave his life to the Lord during VBS. But to my surprise, Deborah told me that that family, they won't be here. At least they're trying to find a new church that is closer to their house. And so I came in disappointed today or yesterday morning, and I was like, dang, I won't teach that kid. And that's the guy I've been looking forward to. And then I get to sit with the class, and I see that I shouldn't be disappointed. I shouldn't. Instead, I should be grateful, and I should continue pursuing each one of those kids as if they were that one kid who I was looking forward to. And honestly, we had a great night last night. I noticed that the kids lock in when I tell stories, and so I'm going to start changing some things that I wrote to tweak them from actually just teaching to becoming more story oriented so that they can lock in. Because when I told them a story, literally the entire class stopped talking and like their mouths were open and they were like looking at me, like listening to the story. And honestly, the story is way better than it. Like the author of that story wrote this way better than I could ever explain it. The story is like a 4-page essay. It's called My Heart, Christ's Home, and I encourage everyone to go read it. I would love to we can break it off into segments and do it on the morning show. It's really short and a great story that will touch your heart, change your life, because it shows you the importance of knowing Jesus and getting to know him. So,
yeah, I love it, man. I love the opportunity for people to get together. You know, we weren't created to be alone. And there are many times that I say, I just want to be left alone. I say that a lot, actually. But we do need each other. And I end the broadcast with that every single day. And we do need each other. And it's a great opportunity on Wednesday nights for people to come together and to be in fellowship. You know, we started a whole new Bible series here too, a new Bible study kind of. And it's cool to see everybody that was here last night. All the adults had the books. Of course, the main book we need to have is the Bible, which we do. But the secondary book, the study book for this new program, and I forget what it's called, but it's really cool to see all of the adults that are coming together. Yeah, Experiencing God is the program name. Well, hey, there is some things going on this morning, and I wanted to share this. Again, welcome. And let us know you're out there. Some of you have already started to text in, and I love receiving text messages from folks. And so do us a favor this morning and just say hello. Let us know that you're out there today. Again, I always, always, always love to see all of you and receive those messages. It helps us to know what's going on. There's something going on, not particularly here in Huntsville, and it doesn't really affect Huntsville, but it does affect our friends to the south. And if you were driving in this morning, you may have noticed some rain clouds. No, it's not the rain. But there's a special guest that is flying into Houston today. And so the airspace is being restricted. Friend Rusty Soretti over at KBTX and Bryan College Station posting this a little bit earlier, and we are on his list. I don't think that guy ever sleeps because he posts every single thing that's going on. He posted, and I just looked this up, that the FAA has issued temporary flight restrictions for VIP movement. No, it's not Josh Mashi heading down to it's not Josh Mashi flying in. President Trump will be flying into Houston. The restrictions begin at 4:30 today, and portions will remain in effect until 2 p.m. tomorrow. This is a restricted flight zone that covers areas within 30 miles of locations in the Houston area, and that extends from the ground to nearly 18,000 feet. They are going to allow some commercial aircraft to still land. Obviously, you've got Houston Hobby and George Bush right there, so you got to be careful about all that. But President Trump is coming in. Part of it is going to be for a fundraising event, but the second part is going to be congratulating the Artemis II crew for their recent endeavors, Josh. I know you're always excited about this, their recent endeavors to the moon. So that's why he's coming into town. And so it doesn't affect us, though, but it does affect the Woodlands. There is a restricted airspace over the Woodlands, but not here in little old Huntsville, so we don't have anything to worry about, Josh. You're going to be okay today as you fly out on your 1978 Cherokee Piper that you just bought. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. Have you ever been in a little aircraft before?
I will never get in one, ever.
You've been in a big one, but you've never been in a little. Obviously, you've been in a big one. How'd you come here?
I swam.
That's a long swim, dude. What's that flight like from Lebanon to here?
Oh, you don't want to know.
It's not pleasant, is it?
It's exciting when you're like on my way to the U.S. I'm excited, and that's why it flies by real quick. But on my way there, it's not. It's like it takes forever.
How long? And you're hopping planes, right?
Just once.
Okay.
So it takes, I think, 14 hours to get to Istanbul, Turkey. And then from Istanbul, you go 2 more hours to Lebanon. And whenever I went last year, 2025, I went, and I had a direct flight between both of them, like between the main one and like to Turkey. Or sorry, I had a layover, but it was like immediately I had to run from one place to another, and I was traveling alone, and so I was like, kind of like, oh, this is a big.
You went on your own?
Yeah, and
Man,
honestly, Rob, it's so scary to be in a country where no one can speak your language or any language that you speak. No one can understand you, and you can't understand anyone, and so you're walking, and the only words that I know in Turkish is like kanka, which means best friend or buddy, or
so you're just walking around the airport going kanka kanka. They're like, no, I don't know you, kid.
or I actually don't know what this one is, but I think it's all the words that I know are appropriate. So, but çok seviyorum, which I really don't know what that means. Maybe I love you, or something like that. So
make sure before you say these words on air.
I'm sure they're
okay, Josh.
good, because like the friends that teach me, they are like really
trustworthy friends.
They are, and like part of their religion is not to like say false things or lie to you. And stuff.
Yeah.
So
well, that's good. It's good to have friends like that. I'm not really like that, Josh. You know me, so. I'm just joking, dude. I tell you good things, man. Well, hey, many of you are joining us this morning. I want to say hello, as always, to Jennifer Augustinetti. She's saying good morning. It's a thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for waking up this morning. You know, I want to lead into something today. Jennifer, you're right on the money. My sister joining. We'll lead in here in a minute. My sister saying good morning from yo sister. My sister's in College Station at a conference down there, and she came this week and stayed with us overnight. Sis, I love you. Brian Smith joining us. Look, all of our friends, Josh, from Facebook have moved over to YouTube because of the ban that we're still under, the ridiculous ban that I can't get a hold of anybody to lift, and that will be lifting automatically here in a couple of days. We should have a big celebration for that. Man, it has just been nuts. But Brian Smith has made his way to YouTube. Brian, so good to see you, man. Also, a new friend joining us here from Sparrow Seed Creations. Oh, never mind. The friend is here in the, I should know that. It's Kia. Well, it is a new friend on YouTube joining us this morning. So good to see you. And happy Thursday morning to everybody out there today. Josh, I wanted to read a little inspiration this morning here, and we'll take a break and we'll come back here in a little bit. But I wanted to read something today that I was thinking of whenever I was driving into work this morning. I heard a song about going through the motions. There's an old Christian song, Going Through the Motions. And I was thinking about on the way into work, how we get into autopilot. Kay and I have talked about this. I've mentioned it so many times on this show. But have you ever had that feeling where you drive a familiar route? Is it route or route?
I say route.
Route. See, I say route. What do you say, Kia? Route. See, I say route, man. Route. You ever had that feeling where you drive a familiar route and pull into your driveway and then you realize you don't even remember turning? You don't even remember driving home? You ever had that, Josh, where you leave and you get there and you say, man, I don't even know how I got here?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, your hands were on the wheel, but your mind was somewhere else. Well, I'm going to tell you, friends, my hand is on the wheel, but my mind is often somewhere else. It works fine on an empty highway, but it's dangerous when it becomes the way we live out our faith. Listen to this. It's completely possible to, honestly, to look spiritually active on the outside. We go to church, we go through the motions, we listen to worship music, we raise our hands, and sometimes we go to an altar and we pray. We pray at home. We do all of these things, not that they're bad things, but we do them because we want to honor God and worship Him, but we don't focus on the inside. And really, internally, we can be spiritually empty. We know all the songs, we know the right Christian phases, we show up when we're expected to be, but the passion is gone. Jesus addressed this directly in Matthew 15. He said this, "These people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me." Friend, this morning, this isn't a judgmental inspiration because I'm guilty of this as well. Yes, I'm here and I love the Lord and I praise the Lord and I worship the Lord and I sing and I read my Bible. But I get so wrapped up in all the things sometimes that I know I'm supposed to do that I forget who I'm doing it for. I don't mean to. And maybe sometimes you get in that same boat. And I want to ask you this. When we think about drifting into autopilot, it happens quietly. I just mentioned life gets heavy, responsibilities mount, we have bills to pay. Sometimes prayers seem unanswered. And before we know it, the routine, listen to this, the routine replaces the relationship. Maybe that's where you find yourself today. Friends, as I'm transparent, there are days where I look back on the day and I feel like that. I feel like, man, I did all this today, but I totally missed the mark. We miss the mark every day as sinners. That's just, unfortunately, who we are. But I'm reminded this morning as I heard that song, Going Through the Motions, I don't want to live a life of just going through the motions. And maybe that's where you find yourself today, but there's some good news in this because our Creator, our Savior, Jesus Christ, is not looking for perfection. He's just looking for honesty. And today, there's some things maybe on your heart that you just need to be honest with the Lord about. Stop pretending that every single thing in your life is fine. Internally, it's a storm brewing. I know this, but on the outside, you want to portray that everything is fine. Tell God this exactly. Tell him this exactly why you're struggling. Don't shy away from talking to the Lord in a way that you need to talk to him. There's an area of your life that you're dealing with, pain, suffering, broken relationships, broken heart. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's a job. This morning, I want to encourage you. Maybe you're listening behind a prison wall today. You said, Rob, you have no idea what's going on. I do have an idea of a few things, and one of them is I know that the Lord loves you. Today, be honest with God about what you're dealing with. Silence those notifications on your phone. You know, I just cannot stand my phone. I just can't stand it, Josh. Because every single app wants to notify you. Everything wants your attention these days. Whether it be an email or a text message or a Slack message or something on WhatsApp or something on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Oh, by the way, YouTube. Hey, if you download the Hello Huntsville app, we want your attention. You'll get notifications when we post new stories. Everything wants your attention because everything out there wants to feel like they are important and that they are so important that they need your attention. But friend, we are missing the mark because all of those things that want our attention is taking us from the attention that God wants us to have on him. Silence the notifications today. Physically on your phone, but maybe even mentally in your mind, silence the notifications and only be listening to one, and that is the notification from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I don't want to put a time on it. You know, sometimes, Josh, you'll hear, well, just spend 5 minutes with the Lord or just spend, you know what? Just spend some time with the Lord, and however the Holy Spirit leads you is the time that you need to spend. I don't want to carve out a little 10-minute segment of my day just for God whenever there's how many minutes in a day? 60 times 24. That's a lot of minutes. Over 2,000 minutes, and here's my little 5 minutes that I just want to carve out for him. Now, listen, if all you have is 5 minutes, then that's great. But don't put a time constraint on the Lord. Give yourself enough time to allow the Holy Spirit to move. You may go into a quiet time. Maybe you've never even opened up the Bible. Start today. Just open his word. You don't have to start at the beginning. You don't have to start at the end. Wherever you are led, just open the Bible and start reading. You know, one thing I love about the Bible, Josh, is you can open it up and then within 2 minutes, you can find something that relates to your life. Literally within 2 minutes. Unless you're like over in Kings or Judges or something weird, you know.
Oh, no.
But there's some stuff in there. Trust me. Now, I'm talking about if you're going like you open up and all of a sudden you're reading some battle and you're like, wait a minute. But if you keep reading, give yourself another 3 minutes. And
Even
then
in the battles.
I'm telling you, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
Just keep reading. And then in a couple of minutes, you're going to be like, wait a minute. I was reading about this battle, but I'm in the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to relate to you.
Yeah. I'm going through First Kings right now. And today I read on Jeroboam and Rehoboam. But it's the end of their stories, basically. But Jeroboam and Rehoboam both build altars for different gods, and they turn the people's hearts away from the Lord, and both Israel and Judah are now drifting away from the Lord. And it says that this made the Lord like jealous for his people, and it made him angry that they're turning after sins. And I asked myself, like, am I doing like them? Am I turning to my sins? And am I building altars for my idols in my life? And so all these questions come and to reflect on and to ask the Lord to take away these idols, to renew you, to actually, one prayer, which I actually start thinking about it after I heard that song, is like, Lord, put me on the altar and burn away everything that is not of you. And so whatever that's not of me, I want the Lord to sanctify, or not of me, not of God. I want the Lord to sanctify and take and use for his glory and for his kingdom.
I was thinking of the stories where I was going earlier. It was like Alicia and the Bears. There were stories about the Bears, and you're like, how could this relate to me? And there was another one about the talking donkey. And so you may open up God's word, and this is why you have to stay attentive and keep reading. Because if you just take something out of context and read one sentence, you can be like, man, what does this mean? But then if you just, like you just said, you just spend a few minutes, and all of a sudden, okay, this relates to my life. So this morning, just take that time. Take time today. Make time. My brother always said, I don't like that phrase, make time. We can't make time. Well, schedule time. Schedule it within wherever you're at. But friend, the core of this that I want to remind you of this morning is to remember what Christ did on the cross. Grace isn't just how we start our Christian walk. Okay, listen to this. Grace is what sustains it every single day. David once prayed this. He said, restore to me the joy of your salvation. Listen to that. Restore to me the joy of your salvation. He didn't say, give me something new or start over. He said, restore. And so this morning, maybe some of us, including myself and others that are listening, well, I'll tell you, I need it every morning. I need my faith and joy restored and renewed every single morning. You don't need a new faith. You just sometimes need that joy brought back to life. And friend, I want to remind you this morning, if you've been running on empty, do not settle for the motions. Don't continue to go through the motions. I know what it's like to be empty. I mean, this morning I came in late without children. It wasn't the excuse. The excuse was I was tired. I know what that's like to be on empty, but sometimes you just need to give yourself 15 minutes to recharge. Bring your heart back to the one who knows how to renew it. That's my inspiration this morning. As we continue on, we'll take a break and we'll have a few PSAs from some of our friends from around town reminding you of what makes Huntsville so great. And then when we come back, we'll continue our discussion. We have a lot going on today, and Josh is here with us, and he's got a feel-good story here on National Just Because Day. Just because I like Josh, I let him do his feel-good story. National Peach Day, and something to do with something that I don't even know what it is. Josh will explain that when we come back. He's the one that put it in here. We'll be back in a moment. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Let us know you're out there. 936-220-HOPE. That is the number to call or text. 936-220-HOPE. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey y'all, it's Cameron Lee TV coming at you on your radio today. If you're listening from behind the walls of the TDCJ unit, know this. You may be behind bars, but you are not beyond the reach of God's grace. Your past is part of your story, but it does not have to write the ending. There is forgiveness, hope, and a new life through Jesus Christ. You are seen, you still have purpose. And here in Huntsville, people are praying for you. Spirit 94.3, hope lives here.
Hi, this is Katie Krause. Some of our people around us are carrying burdens we may never see. Take time to check in on your family, friends, coworkers, and neighbors. Listen without judgment, offer encouragement, and remind them they do not have to struggle alone. If you or someone you know needs immediate emotional support, call or text 988. Help is available around the clock. This is a message of support from Spirit 94.3. Hope lives here.
Hey everybody, it's Sarah Seal Stanberry here. A new school year is here, and Spirit 94.3 is praying for our students, teachers, and school employees across Huntsville and Walker County. May our students have the courage to learn, grow, and show kindness. May our teachers have strength, patience, and wisdom. And may every school become a place where children feel safe, supported, and encouraged. Here's to a great school year from your friends at Spirit 94.3. Hope lives here.
Pastor Wade Phillips here, Waverly Station Cowboy Fellowship. Loving your neighbor doesn't always require a grand gesture. Sometimes it's checking on someone who lives alone, helping carry groceries, sharing a meal, or simply taking time to listen. Small acts of kindness can change the atmosphere of an entire community. Let's be the kind of people who notice one another, serve one another, and pray for one another. Huntsville, let's love our neighbors well. A community message from Spirit 94.3.
Hi, this is Katie Krause. Across Huntsville and Walker County, veterans are our neighbors, coworkers, friends, and family. Their service deserves more than a passing thank you. Take time to listen to their stories, recognize their sacrifices, and make sure they know they are valued. To every man and woman who has worn our nation's uniform, we honor you. This is a community message from 94.3. Hope lives here.
Hi, this is Hi, I'm Kanan. No, listening to Barrett Radio.
Da-da-da. That's for Rick right there. Rick Boning. That's his music. Hey, welcome back as we continue on. Time now is 8:15. I lowered my chair a little bit. I was getting a little bit I feel like I'm tall some days, and then other days I feel like I'm way too high in the seat, and then other days I feel like I'm way too low in the seat. Hey, we do want to welcome you back in. Thanks for hanging out with us here on this Thankful Thursday. Underwriting support made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliottjewelers.com. And also Huntsville Memorial Hospital, their website, huntsvillememorial.com. We appreciate all of you, and thanks for hanging out with us here on this very Thankful Thursday. It is always fun to be here and interact with all of you. Continue to let us know that you're out there. Some of you are wondering, where's Jason at today? Well, Pastor Bay is normally with us, but he is out today. He has a wedding for one of our young couples here at the church, so he is out. But today is also a very special day, not just because it's Thankful Thursday, not just because you get to hang out with Josh and I. It is lonely, though, without Pastor Bay. But it's always good to just recognize good friends and good people in the community. Huntsville is full of so many of them. And I want to say a special good morning to a friend this morning who has been a great person in my life, none other than the Billy Cawthon. Billy, what's going on, man?
Oh, not a whole bunch. How are y'all?
Well, doing good. Hey, listen, you're the first person that we have called with our new phone system. And I thought, what a better way to break in the new phone system than to wish our good buddy. Josh, you ready for this? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Billy, Billy, Billy boy. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank y'all. But hey, I almost didn't answer the phone because it said possible spam.
Ah, okay. Well,
I love spam, but, not spam phone calls.
Well, it's our new number, by the way. Check this out, Billy. You'll like this. 936-220-HOPE. 936-220-HOPE.
So what you're saying is everyone probably needs to save that in their telephone.
That's right, man. Well, hey, what's the Billy birthday plan for today?
Billy is working a shift at the Crabs Prairie Fire Department today.
Ah, are you there right now?
I'm here right now.
Nice. Well, shout out to all the I feel like Crabs Prairie VFDs become like these cool friends that I've never met other than you.
We are definitely the cool people for sure.
Yeah, I feel this special bond with you guys, and when the children grow up a little bit, I need to come over there and join y'all, Billy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
come on, we'll be glad to have you.
Where would the Crabs Prairie VFD show up to? Like if somebody called now, if something happened here in downtown Huntsville, you guys probably aren't responding to that, right?
No, not necessarily. Now, if there was I hate to even use the word, if there was a structure fire, then yes, there's a very, very high possibility that we would be requested to come and assist.
I don't want to do anything that we shouldn't. I was thinking about sending Josh out, like 15 miles outside of town and throw a cat up in a tree or something just to get you to come out there, and then we could
For sure, yeah.
No, you guys do great work. Well, hey,
Josh, go get a cat.
I got you.
Well, hey, man, we'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Well, we just wanted to tell you happy birthday. We love you, man, and have a great day. All right, buddy?
I miss you, Billy.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Look at that Josh getting in his little I miss you right there. Pretty cool the phone system worked, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy to use, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad we finally got that. I've been wanting to do that forever.
Well, it's easy when there's not 10 people calling me at the same
Golly.
time.
Yesterday it went nuts, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, hey, we are here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. By the way, Joshua Harris joining us from Oak Ridge saying, happy birthday, Billy. You share your birthday with my son, Luke, who turns 23 today. Happy birthday to both of you. So, Luke, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lukey boy. Everything has to be that. Happy birthday to you. All right, man.
And many more.
And many more. That's it, Josh. You always have to throw that in. Boy, is there any other birthdays? We might as well just get them all out and say them all in one phrase. But we love to have fun. Well, Josh, you wrote a few things here. It's National Just Because Day, National Peach Day. Boy, I'm a big peach ice cream guy. I love a good peach ice cream, although I never eat it much. I like peach tea and I like peach ice cream. And I like popsicles. My nutritionist is going to get me. We have a meeting today, and I know she's going to tell me to quit eating them. And I'm going to be devastated about that because Braylon and I eat them every night. But I have a refrigerator in our garage that has traveled with me all over the place, from Georgetown to Huntsville to Fargo, back to Huntsville. It's all beat up, but it's always good to have one of those old refrigerators in your garage. Well, this was the very first, Josh, refrigerator that I'd ever bought in my life. And it has been going out for about 5 years now. And sometimes it just decides to stay on all the time. And I have to go in and unplug it and let it thaw out a little bit and then plug it back in. And I've adjusted the thermostat and I've fixed different things, but it just continues to go out. The reason I bring up this refrigerator is because last night I got my popsicle with Braylon and I noticed it was starting to frost up again because it had been on so long. And I said, well, there's a little switch in there that I turn, and sometimes that will reset it. But that switch has gotten broke. It's something to do with the thermostat. So last night I flipped the little switch, and it turned off. And I said, okay, great, because it's been turning back on automatically after I flipped this switch. I get into the garage this morning. A little bit of water there, and I know what that's from. That's from the ice melting. But when it does, at that point, it's melting too much. I just loaded up on a ton of popsicles. I get in there this morning, and it had lost so much cooling in the freezer that those popsicles have now started to melt. And they're gonna and look, I turned it back on. I flipped that switch, it's back on. But the problem is now when we eat the popsicles, they are not going to be the right shape. They are going to be all mushed up and frozen again. Josh, at this point, the reason I thought of it because I saw peach, and I like peach ice cream, but then I started thinking of these popsicles. At this point, Josh, here's a dilemma I'm facing. I got a bunch of them. Do I throw the popsicles out and start over, or do I just go ahead and eat them in the messy mess that they will make?
Eat them with the messy mess that they will make.
I just wanted you to say messy mess that they will make.
Do y'all eat them in the bed?
Yes. It's our routine. It's a bad routine, but we sit down, we say our little prayer, we read a book. Well, we eat the popsicle first. We always cheers the popsicles together too. It's the little thing that we cheers the popsicle. We read a book, we say a prayer, and then we go to sleep. Oh, and I have to get her a wipey. She always, even though if she doesn't get anything on her hand, she always wants a wipey.
Well, I would agree with that because popsicles are sticky.
Yeah, well, now it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, well,
Unbelievable.
if it gets too messy, then I think you need to change the place where you have the popsicle.
Yeah, we shouldn't be having popsicles in bed. Do you ever have a popsicle in bed?
No, I've never.
Are you an eat in bed guy? Do you ever eat a snack in bed?
No, not usually. When I was sick, yeah. I mean, when I'm sick, I like to eat in my bed and just sit and sip on tea.
It brings up a discussion. Honestly, this is a question of the day. Is it okay to have snacks in bed? Is it disgusting? Is it frowned upon? Is it okay? Should the bed only be used for sleeping? Should it be used for napping?
Yeah.
But the biggest question, is it okay to eat in bed?
Sometimes. I think sometimes if you're going to wash the cover and everything, and because after a sickness, you have to wash your sheets and your covers and everything. And so I'm okay with eating my food in my bed.
All right, today is also, let us know on the chat, for those of you that are on social media, if you're on Spirit Radio, call us or text us. Call in, let us know, is it okay to eat in the bed? Is it okay to snack in the bed? You can call us or text 936-220-4673. This is a very important discussion this morning, Josh. What is this pots de crème? Am I even saying that right? Today is National Pots de Crème.
I think it's pot de crème. And
that's when you know you're from Huntsville. What's the National Pots de Crème Day? Well, you got to let the people see you when you say that, because the way you say this, Josh, has such eloquence.
Pot de crème. But
is it Arabic?
No, that's French.
Oh, okay.
It's honestly, it looks so good. When I saw it yesterday, or on Monday, I was like, this looks so tasty. It's like brown custard, or no, not brown custard.
Red. It's like
red.
Maroon. It's like maroon.
It is maroon.
It's Aggie. It's an Aggie dessert.
It can be, but it looks so good. It's just chocolate cream with whipped cream. And
is it cream or creme?
Creme. But it looks so good. I want to do it. So maybe this Sunday I'll do it.
The name translates from French as pots of cream. The texture is velvety and thick, similar to a rich mousse or pudding, but set only with egg yolks instead of starch. The main ingredients, heavy cream and whole milk. Well, nutritionists ain't going to be happy about that one. Egg yolks, granulated sugar, flavorings like vanilla bean, espresso, or melted dark chocolate, and a pinch of salt to balance the sweetness.
It looks so good.
Reminds me of Emerald, the cook. You ever heard of Emerald, the cook guy? And he would always, pow.
No.
Yeah, a little pinch of salt. Pow.
I know this guy.
What guy is that?
He takes salt and he salts it.
Looks like something from Jurassic Park. All right, Josh, give us some of your little theme music. Today, Josh has our feel-good story of the day before we break here on the radio. Josh, take it away.
All right, welcome to the Feel Good Story. And this story I picked from earlier this year, and it talks about an 11-year-old boy named Soren. He loves trick or treating.
Trick or treating. I'm glad Huntsville's finally starting to weigh in on you, buddy. Why, trick and treating over there, boy?
But his birthday is in the summer. And so he asked his mom can we do trick or treating? And she was like, it's in the summer. And so without him knowing, she asked their neighborhood Facebook group whether a few neighbors would love to go or help him trick or treating for his birthday. And she only expected a handful of people, but what ended up happening is 83 families participated. And the neighborhood, they all had, like, all the neighbors had their houses decorated, and they handed him treats and prepared special gifts based on the things they knew that he liked. And so the moral of this really, like, sweet story is that be there for someone. Like, even when, like, this 11-year-old boy wanted to do that, and the entire neighborhood was so sweet and nice to pull it off for him. And so be there for someone. If someone needs you, lend a hand of support.
I wanted to add into this, Josh, because there's a lot of backstory to this. It wasn't just an 11-year-old boy, and I'm so glad that you told this story. It's not just an 11-year-old boy, just a child wanting this. This 11-year-old boy has autism. And he asked his mom, hey, can we do this? It was his birthday, 11 years old, as you said, loves trick-or-treating so much that his mom asked the neighbors, like you said on the Facebook group. People Magazine, by the way, the one that reported this. And his mom said, I didn't expect it at all when 83 families answered their doors for an 11-year-old boy. And she said, I was expecting a few people to agree, but the sheer amount of people wanting to make my son's birthday special was amazing. Pharaoh shared this on TikTok. By the way, if you go search for this, just type in Soren 83 family's birthday trick or treat, something will come up. She shared it on TikTok. Soren was dressed in a banana costume. I like that. As he happily made his way from house to house with his trick or treat bucket. The video text overlay explained that after she asked neighbors whether they'd participate in a summer trick or treat, 83 people enthusiastically volunteered, and her caption thanked them, and it shows this. I'm reading it here. Why community matters. And this boy, by the way, when he got home, this is really smart. I'm going to be honest, Josh. At first, I was like, I didn't know the boy's backstory. This is why we got to be careful about rushing to assume something. Okay, the backstory is this precious boy has autism. Okay, I was thinking when you first read it, well, like, tell the kid to wait till Halloween, tell him to wait till October the 31st. But there's a reason. He loved it so much. And what's neat about this whole story is the video on TikTok shows that it wasn't just candy. They gave the boy a ton of presents and all sorts of stuff. This is really smart. This is actually, I'm going to commend this boy. This is very smart. And so any mamas out there with children in the vehicle right now that like to do trick-or-treating around Halloween, go ahead and turn the radio off, because I'm about to say something really cool that that the kids will love, but you won't. Children, listen, ask your parents to do this on your birthday. That way you get a ton of birthday presents for your birthday. Pretty smart, right, Josh?
He was pretty smart.
I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, I don't think he did it for the gifts.
He didn't.
He did it for the experience.
Yeah, his birthday approached a few months later. Pharaoh started thinking about how her son, how she could recreate that excitement in the middle of the summer. Check this out. She turned back to the neighborhood Facebook group, hoping enough families will be willing to answer the door. And they didn't just say yes. Pharaoh offered to drop off candy for everyone to hand out. Residents instead asked what was Soren's favorite candy, snacks, and toys so they can make each stop feel personal. So it was this whole thing that they put together for this boy.
Which state are they in?
They are in the United States.
That's really awesome. that they're in the United States. I think United States and Canada are the only two countries that do.
I don't know what state. You asked. Yeah, you asked, and so I was like, they're in the United. I just wanted to say that because I don't know. It didn't say where she was, but I'm sure we could find it pretty easy. So there you go. Oh, Alabama. There you go. Alabama.
Okay.
We ain't talking Greenbow, Alabama either because that don't exist. So Josh, really good feel-good story of the day. There you go. Feel-good story. And we hope that inspires some of you to treat each other with a little more kindness today. Well, hey, let's take a break here on the radio. We'll go back to music and programming. And for the rest of you, we've got some cool stuff coming your way. And how do you participate? Well, you just get on YouTube and you go to Hello Huntsville. Many of you are already joining us this morning on YouTube. So if you're on the radio side of things, switch gears. Go over to the Hello Huntsville app if you don't have it already, or just go to YouTube, type in Good Morning Huntsville, and you'll find us as we continue the show there. For those on the radio, have a blessed day. For those of you that will head over to social media or are currently on social media, keep hanging out with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Hip Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hello, Huntsville. Imagine giving a Walker County child a brand new book every month from birth until age 5 at no cost to the family. Tomorrow's Promise Educational Foundation makes that possible through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Help us keep the books coming by joining us for Lasso Your Imagination, Boots, Barbecue, and Bingo, Friday, September 11th at the fairgrounds. Enjoy dinner, bingo, auctions, entertainment, and a night that supports local children. Learn more at yourimagination.info.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
From Huntsville, Texas, hope lives here. Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, welcome back. Time now, 8:47 here on this Thankful Thursday. Rob Hipp here alongside the Joshua Mashi, live from the Mosh Pit. We want to thank all of you for being with us and welcome in on the social media side of things this morning. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich for all of your jewelry needs. Go by and see my great friend, Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. Hey, my friend Blake just went over there a couple of days ago, sent me some pictures of it, and I know Elliot's taking care of folks. Elliot, we love you, brother. Thank you for all of your support. By the way, he was also in Postcards, puts out a weekly newsletter. Elliot was featured in that yesterday, and we just appreciate all that he does for our community. Hey, friends, support these local folks. They are the ones that help keep our platform going, and as much as we need your support, we need you to support them. So when you hear folks like Elliot's Jewelers, go by and just tell them thank you. Let them know you heard about them here on Good Morning Huntsville. Set up the appointment online at elliotsjewelers.com. I also want to thank our friends at Huntsville Memorial Hospital Healthcare here in Walker County, right off I-45. We appreciate their generous support in helping us to bring this stream across many platforms. They're online at huntsvillememorial.com. And of course, here on this Thankful Thursday, couldn't do it without First Baptist Church here in Huntsville, right across from the Walls Unit, 1229 Avenue J. Hey, we'd love to see you on Sunday, 1045. Join us for worship. I just love what the Lord is doing here at First Baptist. Missing Jason today. It's always great to have him on with us, but he is out, and we'll be back on Sunday. And we're going to be blessed with Pastor Don Jackson bringing the message this weekend. So come and be a part of that. Don is such a great man, and we're so thankful to have he and Darlene and many others here at our church. Of course, we're thankful for everybody, but especially Don and his wife, Darlene. So come on Sunday, hear a great word from our associate pastor, Don Jackson. Well, Josh, I'll throw it back over to you as you have our topic of discussion today.
Okay, this topic was brought to me through my good friend, ChatGPT. But also, whenever it asked that question, I was like, dang, that's me right now. Because are we becoming less patient because of technology? I personally am becoming less patient. And if technology is, like, if I ask ChatGPT something and it takes more than 20 seconds, I am like, what the heck? You're AI. You are supposed to be faster than that. But people also notice this change that we are becoming less patient because of technology, but especially here in the U.S. because we have such a great Wi-Fi and internet, and like across the world, like in Lebanon, we have terrible Wi-Fi, so you have to be patient when it comes to technology. But because of that, because of everything we want to know, we can get immediately on the spot, people are becoming less patient. What do you think of that, Rob?
Oh, 1,000%. And we live in a world of instant gratification. There are so many things that we're able to do now that even 5 years ago were impossible. You look at AI technology, and especially Kia and I talk about this, vibe coding. If you want an app or something, then it's so easy now just to go create your own thing. And I am one of those people that if I need something, I kind of fall into that pit now of, well, I really want it now. And Amazon came out with a service years ago in Georgetown. It was in the Austin areas, all over. They've discontinued parts of it, but it still exists in a different format. It used to be called Prime Now. And Amazon Prime Now basically meant that you could get items within just a couple of hours. Well, that technology has become so prevalent now that we're seeing it not just through Amazon, but we're seeing it through grocery delivery, and we're seeing it through retail delivery. I mean, just look at Walmart now. If you want something from Walmart, Walmart will be at your door within 2 hours. Technology has created this opportunity that can be great, but it can also be devastating in a lot of this. It's trained us to expect nearly everything immediately. Instant gratification, entertainment, food, information, shopping, communication, all of that. And we notice, even think about, like, I grew up back in the day, when the internet was just getting started. By the way, our phone lines, people are calling. That's our third caller now. So we have people calling in for the prize today. But you think about even how things have changed even more because of the internet. I grew up in this really cool time when the internet was just getting rolling. And I remember being on dial-up and just taking my hand and just beating the desk because things wouldn't download fast enough. And now we have technology that is so quick that what it was compared to 15 years ago, 10 years ago, we're upset when something doesn't load in 2 seconds now. Impatience has become more than just annoyance. There are so many impulsive decisions that we make now, and we don't realize the consequences that that has, Josh. Like I remember when Google Glass came out, there was this cool technology called Google Glass. And I'm wearing Meta glasses now. But I remember when Google Glass came out. And I saw this, and back then I had no bills. I had no family. I had no responsibilities other than a car payment and paying rent. And so I had a lot of, I guess you call it disposable income, right? And this thing pops up in my email, and it tells me, hey, Google Glass is now for sale. And so what did I do? And they were $1,500. $1,500, Josh. But I get an email, and I've been reading about these things, and this was a decade ago. And what did I do? I go and I race to buy these dumb Google glasses that Google ultimately canceled the project because it was a big flop.
Did you get them?
Yes,
do you
I
still
have.
them?
Yes, I have them. They're in a box, and they're probably all rotted out now. You can just let those ring now. We'll take it off. I know we have someone on hold. We'll get to him in a minute. We do have our prize winner. But is there anything that you've ever done like that, where you just see something and you buy it immediately on impulse and then you regret it right afterwards?
I have a really embarrassing story.
Well, tell us. What is it?
Okay, when I was a kid, we went to this new mall in Lebanon, and in the mall they had like a toy that was like $15, and $15 in Lebanon is like expensive. And so I started nagging, and I was like, Mom, please let me buy this, please. And I start crying and making a scene. And so my parents were like, okay, I bought it. And on my way home, my mom looks at me and she says, because you were nagging and doing all that scene, we don't do that in the store. You're going to get spanked. So I get home and I get spanked, and I play with the toys for like 5 minutes, and then I lose half of the stuff in the set. And my mom keeps on telling me about that every single time I want something new and I need to buy something, which I really need, and it's not a want or like something for fun.
Yeah.
My mom uses that excuse that I bought something that's useless and I never played with it. So,
well, we have some more Double Daves we're giving away today. This has been fun. I'm glad that we have a lot of things to give away. This is why you need to hang out with us on social media. Now, I post these on social media. A lot of the responses come from our page or our Facebook group. But let's head over to the line right now, live here on Good Morning Huntsville. I believe Anna is on the line. Anna, good morning. Do you hear us?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You have won some Double Dave's Pizza today. How are you doing, Anna? Are you at work right now?
Yes, sir. I'm at work. I'm on my 60-minute break.
Ah, okay. Well, we don't want to get you fired. So, but congratulations. Some pizza coming your way. Josh will take the call back here in a moment and explain how you can get it. But hey, have you ever watched our morning show before?
What is it called?
Good Morning Huntsville.
No, but I follow you on Facebook.
Well, perfect. Well, we've been doing this for 3 years now, and one way we're raising awareness is we give away stuff every day, Anna. So some Double Daves coming your way. How long have you been here in Huntsville?
I moved here since when I was 5, so I've been here pretty much the whole life.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you went to Huntsville High School and the whole shebang, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, hey, before we put you back on hold and Josh will get your information, I always ask folks this: what do you love most about our community?
I guess when we all come together, when all the kids go back to school, and just all the support that all the families can have here in Huntsville. I love how we all just come together and make things happen.
Yeah, perfect. Well, hey, one last question. If there's somebody out there listening this morning, who do you want to say hello to? A shout out real quick.
I want to give a shout out to my sister, Lolly. I hope she's doing good, and wish her the best.
All right. Well, Anna, we appreciate you. Josh will take the call back, and he'll tell you how to pick up that gift certificate. All right. Have a blessed day. We appreciate you. There she is, our winner today, Double Dave's Pizza. I'm so glad Kathleen hooked me up. Kathleen hooked me up with a ton of gift certificates, and we gave away about half of them at our Rays of Hope event this past year. And then we still had half left over. And I said, you know what? Let's just give those away on the show. And so we've been giving away some Double Dave's gift certificates here on Good Morning Huntsville. Well, hey, let us know this morning. You can text in and let us know your thoughts on what Josh brought up for our topic of discussion. We only have a few more moments. We'll take a break here in just a minute, and then we'll wrap it up when we come back. But again, that discussion about, is technology making us more impatient these days? And maybe you have an example of something that's happened to you on that. You can call or text us at 936-220-4673. Super easy to remember. 936-220-HOPE is the number to text in or call this morning. I do want to give a shout out again to many of you who are joining us online. As always, Jennifer Augustinetti, my sister, Brian Smith in Fargo with us. And also my sisters, I said earlier, Joshua Harris of the Oak Ridge Disciple House. By the way, Josh has said that he wants to start making a monthly appearance on this show, Mashi. So that's going to be pretty cool to have Joshua Harris come in.
I'm really excited. He sends me devotionals every day, and this morning it was really good. And
yeah, read the one he sent this morning.
Okay.
We need to start doing like the official Joshua Harris morning devotional here on the show. We'll add that into another segment. He sends those to us every morning. He's been sending them to me for years, and Josh is on that list now. And you know what he does? He does those like during his quiet time. But this guy, his self-discipline is through the roof. He'll be in his little workout gym sending off text messages in these devotionals. What did he send us this morning, Josh?
Yeah, so the title is Humble Yourself. And there are 2 ways to attain high esteem. 1, the world's method. Take every opportunity to promote yourself before others. Seize occasions for recognition and manipulate your way into the center of attention. The other way is God's way. Humble yourself. Rather than striving for recognition and influential positions, seek to put others first. Cultivate humility, for it does not come naturally. One of the many paradoxes of the Christian life is that when God sees your genuine humility, he exalts you. Proverbs 16:8 warns that if we put our efforts into promoting ourselves, we will be brought down. Jesus told of a man who tried to enhance his own image in Luke 14:7-11. While attending a banquet, he immediately claimed the seat of honor. And when the host saw this, he humiliated this man by asking him to move to the least honorable place to make room for the more distinguished guest. Jesus said the wise thing to do is to seek the lowest position and allow others to exalt you if they feel you are worthy. There's an enormous difference between the way the world honors you and the way God does. Proverbs 25:27 indicates that glory is not legitimate if you seek it yourself. When the world exalts you, you are the one who receives the credit. When God exalts you, others will praise him for what he has done in your life. If you honor God, he will honor you. 1 Samuel 2, verse 30. Strive to humble yourself and bring glory to God. Allow him to be the one to honor you in the way that pleases him. And that's, honestly, it touched me this morning because, I try to be humble and I want to be humble, but a lot of times I speak for myself, but I can get caught up with, oh no, but I deserve this. I deserve to be recognized for what I did. I deserve to be seen, or just to take this high position, but when really it's only God that deserves all the praise. And we see it in Matthew 5. He talks about, Jesus says, therefore let your light shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. If you let your light shine for your Father in heaven, others will see it and your Father in heaven will be glorified because of it. And so do everything for Jesus' name, for God's glory, and not for yourself, not to receive a promotion, not to get a pat on the back, because am I seeking to please men or am I seeking to please God? That's the question.
Love it, man. Well, a good word this morning, and thank you to Joshua Harris for sending those to Joshua, Mashi, and myself, and many others. We'll take one final break, and when we come back, I got a few corny internet jokes, Josh, about impatience when we come back, and also quick update on the Houston Astros that's unexpected. I haven't talked about that in a while, and then we're going to wrap up the show. It's 9:03. We've got about 10 more minutes, so stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. Congratulations to Anna, our winner today. We'll have more winners tomorrow. Make sure to download the Hello Huntsville app. We'll be back in a moment. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Hey friend, Rob Hipp here. I want to take a moment and brag on my friends at Elliott's Jewelers. If you're celebrating a milestone anniversary, they have a beautiful 14-karat yellow gold past, present, and future diamond ring that really tells the story right. There's 3 natural diamonds. They represent where you've been, where you are, and what's still ahead together. And that's what I love about Elliott's. They're not just helping you to buy jewelry, they're helping you mark an important moment in your life and help to make memories. And it may be that specific ring, it's not the one for you. Well, they have a large selection to help you find something that fits your story. Hey, go to their website. You can set up a private appointment online. It's elliotsjewelers.com. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. games remaining in the season for the Houston Astros. I don't talk a lot of sports on this show, but I got to because Friday kicks off fall football, and I started thinking about other sports. You know, the high school's getting going. I'm going to be broadcasting for New Waverly, Tarkington in the house at New Waverly on Friday. I'll have that. I'm really excited. James Mashi, Josh's brother, helping me again. Kind of disappointed in James, though, because he spilled the beans that I pay him a little bit, and then he let all the other youth know, and now they all expect to get paid. And but James, I give him a hard time about that. But Ty Stutler helps me out, and I'm so thankful to have Ty back, by the way. After a 1-year hiatus, he is back. He was playing football last year, decided that he didn't want to play anymore, so he is back. He will be on the sidelines for us and doing interviews. Really, really does a great job. Excited to have James Mashi back with us this year as well. So it's pretty cool, man. He likes doing that camera stuff.
I think so.
I was giving him a hard time, though. He goes, well, Rob, there may be 1 or 2 games I can't come to this year. I said, why? Well, I'd kind of like to go to a Huntsville game. I was like, no, dude, you're either all in or you're not in at all.
What did he say?
I was giving him a hard time. If he doesn't want to show up, that's fine. I mean, we'll be sad. But my friend Nathan Height always comes into town. You know, he drives almost 3 hours from Georgetown, well, now Cedar Park, to come help us on Friday nights. And I'm so thankful for Nathan as well. But the Houston Astros did not make the playoffs last year. It was the first time in 8 years that they didn't make the playoffs. I know that many of the Stros fans stinging them. You know, they finished with an 87-75 record. Well, with 30 games remaining on the slate, right now they are at, check this out, 66 wins and 67 losses. So with a slightly losing record, you know, if you're less than 500, if you're less than half, you have a losing record. Well, they do. They're 66 and 67, but things in the AL West aren't doing too hot this year. And even though the Astros are just 3 wins and 7 losses in their last 10 games, and they are also have a losing record at home, they actually have a better record on the road this year, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because there's a lot of energy. Have you ever been and watched the Astros game, Josh?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we got to take you, man. You don't even have to be a baseball fan to love going to the game.
I don't like baseball.
Well, I'm going to take you live one time. Look at this. He's over here like scoffing at it when I'm offering him a free ticket. He's scoffing at the opportunity.
I'm not scoffing.
Yeah, you went. Well, good. Then I won't take you. Anybody else out there want to go? I'll take you instead.
I was not scoffing. Listen, I was just. No, this is not what it means.
Hey, you want to go to a free baseball game? You know, in a cool
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Yes, please, Linda. Listen. I'm not scoffing the opportunity to go. I'm just scoffing the last time I went to a baseball game was like 4 years ago.
Well, you went to what, a high school game?
No, I went to the Angels versus the Yankees.
Oh, you did go to an MLB game.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like it?
Just too long and like boring. Like
you were in New York?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Oh, you were. Well, that's why.
No.
That's why.
I love Los Angeles.
That's why. Don't be saying that here on East Texas show, buddy. I'm
also an Angels fan. If I ever become a baseball fan,
I'm going to take you to look. Fan. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but when I started calling baseball, I developed a more appreciation for the sport. It's a very difficult sport for me to call because there's so many nuances. It's one of the sports that has all these nuances to it. But I ended up developing a liking to baseball. Now, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I do like baseball now. And I do enjoy going to the Astros games. What I don't enjoy about any professional sport is the atmosphere with the fans sometimes. It is just turned into... It's not fun. Now, when we go to the Astros games, we've been blessed to have some pretty good seats. A friend of ours has given us tickets periodically. They have good, and all the people around also are season ticket holders, and they're all a lot of fun and very respectable people, and it's a lot of fun. Man, you get behind some people and they're drinking and throwing booze on you and everything else.
Oh.
And so I'm going to take you, Josh. We're going to get some seats like way up high. We're going to get in some rowdy areas. We're going to bring you the full baseball experience, and then you can come back and talk about it on the show. Does that sound good?
Yeah, but I have news for you.
What is that?
During the summer, I went around asking people like, "Hey, which football team should I go for?"
I already know. They were saying the Texans, all of them.
See, you didn't give me a chance to talk.
Okay.
But before you say anything, which you did, but it's okay. I decided that even though I made fun of them the entire time,
I know where you're going with this. Please,
I'm gonna be a Cowboys fan.
Yes. Boy, I wish Jason was here.
Yeah.
Yes. Josh, you have got out of this Houston mold, this Houston mindset, just because we're in Huntsville. I commend you because you have not only said no to the Rockets, you have said yes to the Spurs, you have said no to the Texans, and you have said yes to the Cowboys. Welcome to the promised land. Man, I'm so happy for you.
We better win this season.
Yeah, well, 27 years I've been saying it, and it's probably not going to be our year, so don't worry. But with all of this, I mentioned the Astros losing record, okay, 66 wins, 67 losses. They are still number one in the AL West.
Oh,
things not looking good. By the way, your Angels, they're last in the AL West, 52 wins, 82 losses. They will not be making the playoffs. I can already assure you that.
It's okay. I'm not a baseball fan. I'm just an Angels fan because my cousins are.
All right, Josh, here's a couple of final corny jokes. We were talking about impatience with the internet, all right? Now, I didn't just ChatGPT these. I actually did ChatGPT with sources to find actual jokes that people have made up. ChatGPT. And here is one. This one coming from something called CRISP. Technology is supposed to save us time, right? It's supposed to save us time. Yeah. I mean, we programmed our phone system. The $5,000 phone system cost me $15 in tokens. Programmed it. Saves us time and money. But listen to this. Nothing reveals your true personality like slow internet. In fact, they say before you marry someone, Josh, do this when that lady comes into your life and you decide I'm going to get married, you wait, because they say before you marry someone, make them use a computer with slow internet. It will show you who they really are. Okay. Does that get a wah, wah, wah?
No. That
was a good. Okay.
That gets a.
All right. I was going to tell you a buffering joke this morning, but it's just taking too long to load.
I know ChatGPT made that one.
No, look, here's something that it didn't, though. This is from Reader's Digest. You ever read Reader's Digest?
No, but I know you love it.
Oh, gosh, it's my favorite little thing. I need to resubscribe to it. It's only like $5 a year. If you go buy it off the shelf at HEB, it's $5 or $6, but they want people to buy it. And if you get it through actual Reader's Digest, you can call them and be, hey, they'll practically give it to you. Mm-hmm. But this is from Reader's Digest. And, that was the one from Reader's Digest. Before you marry someone, it wasn't. It was Reader's Digest. Here's another one. This is from Dad Jokes. Last night, the internet stopped working, so I spent a few hours with my family. They seem like good people.
That is actually so
That's
funny.
pretty good, right?
I've heard that before, too.
Here's one from Laugh Doze. My patience is like my Wi-Fi. Strong until it suddenly disconnects. That's not very good. This one is from Crisp. I like this one. My boss asked why I was late for the Zoom call. You know why, Josh?
Why?
Well, I told him I was stuck in buffering traffic. So dumb. And here's one. Laughly Fun posted this one. A loading spinner is just your computer saying, I'm not stuck. I am building suspense.
That's actually funny.
And then my favorite one, in computers, there's bits and bytes and all this kind of stuff. I don't really like computer jokes. Not one bit.
Because it bites.
All right. Well, there you go. Different show today. Just Josh and I hanging out. We appreciate all of you. We will be back. Hey, tomorrow going to be a great show as well. They're always great. We love all of you for hanging out. We'll have more prizes to give away. So make sure you tell your friends because we may not always publish it on social media. We publish our prize opportunities on social media to help raise awareness. Just like Anna, we just spoke to her. She's been here since she was 5 years old. We've been doing the show 3 years, didn't even know it exists. And that's who we want to reach. We want to reach people that don't even know we're here. So help us by sharing our broadcast when you see it and let people know to tune in. Tomorrow, great show lined up. We'll have our friend who has not been on the show before, I don't believe. from LEAP, Mike Yan, the actual professor over LEAP, will be with us tomorrow. And I'm excited to have him come on and give us some updates on what's happening with the LEAP Ambassador Program. And he's also going to talk about their annual citizenship preparatory course. Going to be really cool tomorrow to have Mike Yan on the program with us. Make sure to join us at 7:30. I'll be here on time. My dad said if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise. We'll see you back tomorrow at 7:30. For Josh Mashi, I'm Rob Pipp, reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. See you back at 7:30. See you, Josh.